How's it going, everybody? Doing a request here today. It's a GTA 5 review, and showing the map. They wanted to see the map, and I think the map sounds and stuff. The opening, closing of the map. Admittedly, I can't remember a ton about GTA 5. I remember loving this game. I played it in 2013. I did not play it on the 360 originally. I borrowed it from my friend on the PS3. Played it. Enjoyed the hell out of it. You use Trevor, Franklin, and I want to say that's Michael on the jet ski. The three characters you use. Michael and Trevor have a history, but Michael, I think, is in he made a deal maybe with the government or something, where he's in a witness protection type thing. I forget. Trevor lives on the other part of the city by the trailers and stuff. Franklin, I forget how he meets Franklin originally. How Michael, I don't know which one meets him first. I know Franklin also has a friend. I forget his name though. That pops up from time to time. It is a big map. So here is the city of Los Santos. You got a Vinewood there. That's the Hollywood. I'm pretty sure that right down here, the Sandy Shores, is where Trevor lives. Okay, here's a smaller version of the map. Because I remember as Trevor, when you come down, you finally find out Michael's down here, lives down here somewhere in the city area. It's actually a little bit of a journey to get down there. There is a lot of hidden stuff up here too. You can find. That's the city area down here. Probably not folding this up correctly, but I'll go back to that in a few minutes. Standard GTA stuff, though. The cool part about the 3 is you can switch from any one of them at a time unless they're specifically doing, I think, a certain thing. And they'll be in random things. Trevor will wake up fucking in his underwear on the beach, whoa, where am I? They're always doing something. Michael could be at home bitching his wife. They're yelling at each other or stuff like that. But it's kind of cool. You get an OE pulls it overhead and goes to them. There are bank heist missions in this one, which are cool. There was a cool one I remember that you had to get in a little submarine type thing, which was cool. It was a basic shootout one. I remember they were coming in from each side, I think. The cops or whatever. But that was kind of a little bit of the hook of this one. There were the robbery missions. They weren't necessarily bank heists, but they were heist missions in this one. It says 3 very different criminals. That actually is true. Franklin's the most level-headed. Trevor, of course. Everybody knows Trevor. He's the loon. There's a part where he stays with his cousin. He just forces his way in. Eventually, I think he kills him and his wife or fiance, and you can never get back into that apartment because it's closed off police tape. Michael also is a hothead and will lose his shit, but he's like the only one Trevor will kind of listen to, even though Trevor hates him for a bit. Franklin's like the most level-headed of the three. He's not losing his shit constantly. There are flashback scenes to why Trevor and Michael like hate each other. I think like a heist went wrong or something. I forget. Takes place in the snow. Gave me a Max Payne-ish vibe. That mission. Yeah, you see, that's where Trevor is Sandy Shores. There's a bunch of different things. You do races in this. I'm pretty sure you can fly helicopters and shit in this one. Yeah, you definitely can. There's a cool mission I remember where you have to rappel down a building to, I think, do you grab a guy? I forget, or maybe you steal some suitcases or something. Graphically, it's. I mean, even I know they released it again, and they're gonna release it again on the PS5 and the Xbox One, but it came out on the Series X. I mean, it came out on the Xbox One and the PS4. I think they added like first-person view and shit, and the graphics did look better. But when this first came out, in late 2013, graphically it looked phenomenal. A very small manual here. I never did any of the online stuff. People still play that shit. Never did any of it. It looked fun, but I just never did it. The Xbox version was 2 discs, of course. You know, you have cars, I'm sure helicopters, jet skis, boats. You're using all types of different vehicles, motorcycles. It's probably dirt. Yeah, it's definitely dirt bikes. Probably quads as well. Pretty unique missions. You get a lot of kind of varied missions. A lot of it involves obviously shooting everything, but I know Michael goes to see his therapist too. I don't know if you end up killing that therapist at one point or not, but I know he does that a few times. I said I can't remember a ton of it. I do remember the end. Spoilers here. I'm sure most people have played this by now, but you're like talking to like an FBI guy. I think he's from the FBI or something. There's a mob dude as well, and there might be one other person. I can't remember. They're trying to get you to turn on each other, so there's different endings. And I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, the way the cutscenes play out, the only way I'd be turning on the other people, like, oh, Franklin has to kill Trevor, or Michael has to kill Trevor, Trevor has to kill Franklin, whatever, is if I was trying to see the other endings. Because the way the game plays out, there's nothing that would allude to the why one of them would turn on the other one enough, you know, because even at that point, Trevor and Michael are kind of and not hating each other. And Franklin didn't hate either of me, so I thought they were both nuts, but and also Michael kind of has him like as his protege a little bit. But because my ending was, I didn't kill any of them. I killed the FBI agent with one person, and I killed the mob guy with another. I think there was a third person. I can't remember. I would think there would have had to have been, because I think everybody goes and kills him. I remember the FBI agent you like throw in the trunk of a car. I think it's FBI. And launch him into the water. And I wanted to go down and see the car in the little submarine, because you can go and do mini games in the submarine after you do like it, you unlock it. But I forgot to. I wanted to go see it down there because Rockstar is really good with the details. Like, that thing would probably be down there still. What else is there? Oh, here we go. And there's shops and stuff, obviously. You got clothing, tattoo, barber, ammunition. That's the gun shop from all of them. Automotive shop, parachutes, darts. So you can play darts, flight school. Oh, you can, so you can learn to fly. Golfing, shooting range, races, tennis. Yeah, tennis, I remember playing tennis, I think, at Michael's house as a tennis court. Yoga. I do remember doing yoga at Michael's house, too. Because I think Michael's wife is, like, having sex with the yoga instructor. Hunting. The strip club, cinema, police station, hospital, car wash, properties for sale. Also, I guess you can buy some, I guess you can buy some activities to do. I'll just call them these activities to do and stuff. It's like graphically for its time, it looked amazing. I mean, this game still holds up anyway, even this version. I think a lot of the 360 PS3 games hit the point where they still hold up graphically. They don't look as good as they do now, but you're not like, oh my god, I can't play this. It still looks good. And the cars drive well. There's a bunch of different fake cars they make up. That work. Of course, the meter's there when you commit too much crime. The cops come, the soldiers come, and all that shit. The star ratings. When you're committing atrocities across the city. But it was fun. There were a lot of cool missions in here, for sure. Like I said, I cannot remember everything, but there's a big map. And this is where you get the better view of all the stuff in the city. Yeah, because you know what? I think there was golfing in GTA 4 as well, like driving range. I folded it a different way this time. This might have been the right way, actually. Yeah, I think it was. Oh, look, there you go. I mean, I would have rated this game a 9. I really enjoyed the hell out of it. It has, it has its gameplay. It's long. There's enough varied missions that switching between characters is cool. You can play stuff after the game's over, too. I remember doing a mission with Trevor, and all of a sudden he goes to see his mother, and his mother's not there, and he, like, curls up in a ball, and then you can't use him for a while because he's, like, spazzing out. It's very strange. I believe Trevor ended up in The Walking Dead, too, the show. The guy who plays him. I said I liked all the characters. They all had different personalities, which was nice. It's got the GTA humor in there. The only GTA that really, it still had the humor, but it was much more in serious tone, I think, was 4 with Nico. It still had the stupid over the top GTA shit, but it was definitely more serious in tone, I feel, at least. But yeah, that's a review of it. Like I said, I'd probably give it a 9. Like I said, the gameplay is still fun. The shooting, you get a bunch of different weapons in this, obviously. Over time. There's a lot of unique missions. There's cool missions. There's the heist stuff. There's a bunch of mini games. There is online, which I did not play. And you could just explore. Like I said, I found like a pot field in the woods, in the mountains. I was like, where the hell did this come from? And you're not finding weird shit to the scope of like a Red Dead Redemption 2, but this was also about 5 years before that. But yeah, I give it a 9 out of 10, honestly. It's not my favorite GTA, but Vice City's still my favorite. But it's an awesome game. I mean, all the GTAs are solid. Even like the handheld ones, the PSP ones. I played the one was pretty good, Liberty City Stories. I played a little bit of Vice City Stories, but they're solid as well. I mean, you can't go back to like the originals that were top down. They're different genre, but I played some of the second one, I believe, and it was kind of fun. It's a completely different perspective and everything else. The GTA 3 was kind of like a genre-changing game or whatever. But yeah, that is a GTA 5 review with some map action in there as well. And thanks everybody for checking this out, and have a good day.